Alrighty, y'all. So we have the skills for Guillotine, right? We have the skills for Guillotine. We're gonna go over them and see it all. So I've already seen her burst skill animation from the little PV, but we can show you guys this again, right? Very cool character, I will tell you. Look how fast she's getting her XP up as well, which I don't know what any of that means yet, but we're going to see. I already knew about that though, again from the PV. I don't know what she does though. And then also that right there, that looks like it's just doing continuous damage like crazy on one enemy too, which is quite crazy. But she is leveling up quite consistently or getting XP, which I'm assuming means something. We're gonna find out right now, right? So Guillotine, attacker, first 3 good water ELYSION character. That's what we want. We want a water. We want more ELYSIONs, we want more water, we want more DPS waters. That's good right there, right? She's at 13.65% for her normal attack, which is cool. Let's take a look and see if she's good or bad. So her skill 1, Hero's Fate, activates every time XP stacks 10, affects self. Levels, okay, hero level up reaches a maximum of level 11. Okay, hero level up reward reloads 10.26, I guess, of her ammo, right? And then hero level up reward recovers 2.44% of caster's final max HP. Okay, that's cool, right? Activates when hero levels up. Affects all water code allies. Okay, damage a strong element 1.16%. Is that, I'm assuming that says times the hero's level continuously. Ooh, that's not bad. So if the highest level she can reach is 11, so 1.16% times 11 basically, or whatever your level is, but the maximum is 11, right? And then the same thing for 0.91% of casters attack times the hero's level continuously. That's all for all water code allies. So again, that's a buff towards these characters right here, y'all. I had it prepped, y'all. That's a buff towards all these characters right here, technically, right? We're gonna do her and all these water DPS and stuff like that and see how good she is, right? Her second skill, activates after landing 6 normal attacks without hitting the core. Affects self. XP. Okay, so this, you need this to get this off. Attack increased by 1.81%. Stacks up to 100 times continuously. Oh wow, so you were just gonna have that permanently if you fully stack, but that's kind of crazy. 6 normal attacks without hitting a core. Like if you're fighting an enemy with core, it's not really hard. It's not gonna be hard in reality, because look how fast she was getting her XP, right? In the freaking I'll go back in a second. Activates when hitting the core for 3. Oh, okay, that's good. So she has the same effect on either her first or second skill, but she's okay. So it's, if you don't attack the core 6 times, you get XP, right? If you attack the core 3 times, you get XP. My only thing is, does that mean she's like, is that stacking? Is she getting up to what, 200, like times 200 basically, 1.81% 200? Because you would get Hero's Gift. I guess it's all of one skill. I'm not sure. We'll have to see, right? We'll have to see, but I'm not sure. Like, are you getting 100 for every 6 like normal attacks that you do without hitting the core, and then are you getting another 100 for every 3 times you hit the core, or is it just a total of 100 and you get XP for either or, essentially? Like, that's what I'm kind of curious on, right? I'm assuming it has to be either or, because this right here looks like the level, but look at the XP. Like, she's getting XP like constantly, right? XP, 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 XP. Remember, she's an AR, so 6 and 3 normal attacks is very fast for her, right? And then it also does say activates activates when hero's level is 2 or above, affects self. Strong damage a strong element increased by 7.46% continuously. Okay, she's gonna be so good. Like, her against whatever she's type effective against, which I believe is fire, she's gonna be crazy. Like, fire enemies are done for with this character, right? And then her burst skill affects all water code allies. Attack damage increased by 10.14% for 10 seconds, and then damage a strong element, which means type advantage. Increase that damage to characters she's type advantage against, which would be fire characters. 18.75% for 10 seconds. Again, all water code allies get this. So she's literally buffing up the entire water code allies. Like Ludmilla, Amelia, Dorothy to an extent, Privity, Maid Privity, even Neon, right? Rem, Quincy, Phantom, like she's literally a buff towards these characters, right? But not only a buff towards these characters, but also very powerful for herself. She's making herself so powerful to the point where it's like, okay, she's just gonna nuke. Like damage is going to be hitting, right? And then her burst skill here affects one enemy unit with the maximum HP, with the highest, I don't even know what I'm talking about. Affects one enemy unit or units, it's just one enemy unit with the highest max HP. Deals continuous damage equal to 20% of the cast of the final attack multiplied by the hero's level every second for 10 seconds. That's good, right? So the higher you are on the level, the stronger she is, essentially. That's how she works. The higher you are, the stronger you are. Which makes sense, right? It's their whole theme is like RPG, like a game, right? So literally the higher your level is in the game, like in the actual battlefield, the stronger the character is going to be. But I think this mechanic is quite crazy, right? To deal continuous damage equal to 20% of final max HP with all this attack and strong element damage buffs that she's getting, to multiply it by a maximum of 11 is quite crazy. Like, what's 20 times 11, for example, right? Like, what's 20 times 11? That's a 220%. Now, that's going to happen for every 10 seconds. You're doing 2,200%, essentially, even a bit higher, based on just her level, right? That's so crazy. This is how much she's going to be doing within the 10 seconds, and it's a final no. Oh my God, and that's just her. Like, that's just her, though. Like, what you guys don't understand is she's going to hit so hard on her burst skill to any bosses, right? Guaranteed. And again, that's just her. Imagine the characters you're putting on the team with her. You're putting Crown on the team with her, possibly. Freaking Ludmilla, right? Look at Ludmilla. When Ludmilla does 60 normal attacks to a target, damage taken increase for 3 seconds. She's a machine gun character, for God's sake. She's doing that, guaranteed. Right? She's doing that. Like, y'all don't understand. Her, Ludmilla, Crown, Naga, Litter. You're winning. You're winning. Water codes are good. Like, that's going to be good for Anomaly Interception and just any future fire bosses, right? Fire bosses are done for with her and Ludmilla on the team, right? Because both of them are powerful water DPSs, right? So this is definitely a character you want to have. Guillotine is so strong. You don't even know. Right? Not only is she so strong for herself, but she's literally buffing up all these water DPSs. Amelia, again, Privity, Quincy, Phantom, those two, Ludmilla herself, Helm, I guess, to an extent, Viper, right? Viper now with her favorite item is very powerful, right? Like, this character is like a must-have for water. This is literally not only a must-have for water, but also for ELYSION. This would probably be the strongest ELYSION DPS in the game, right? The strongest before her, I would say, was the other Guillotine. And I would say this new Guillotine is going to be stronger than this Guillotine, right? So I would say this is probably the best ELYSION DPS in the game. I would say this is probably the best water character in the game. I think she's just going to easily be the best water DPS in the game, the best water character in the game. I think that's what she's going to be. But we'll have to see. But I'm just confused on why they posted her skills first when they know Maiden is coming out first. They never usually do that, but it's fine. I would say right now Guillotine is like a must-have, right? Is Maiden going to be a must-have? We'll see, because the way they kind of describe Maiden is that she's going to be like electric support, some type of thing, but she's also going to be a DPS, though. They kind of made like Maiden to be a DPS. I thought Guillotine was going to be a support and Maiden was a DPS. But no, I guess Guillotine is the attacker. And she's a powerful, like, she's like a sub DPS, but like mainly a DPS. She's a DPS who just buffs up herself to do insane damage. That's what she is, right? But she's helping out the entire team as well. Not a selfish character at all. So I would say Guillotine is going to be the character out of the two that you would want to have. I would say that. She's just too good, right? To give up this amount. Remember, she's limited, y'all. You're not going to be able to get her again until next year, 2025 December. So yes, you would want to have this character because any future water character that comes into the game will be getting buffed by this character. So yeah, she is a must-have character, I would say, right? And I will have my should you summon for her and Maiden when we get Maiden skill later on today. But Guillotine, I'm telling you guys right now, is definitely going to be what you want. She's everything we've asked for: a good ELYSION DPS and a good water character. And hell, they even went above and beyond by making her a support for water characters as well. So I'm grateful for that. But you guys let me know what you think. It's your boy Zxous, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.